Hello. Um, I'm basically just gonna watch an MSA video. I'm gonna kill myself. So sorry for that. Anyways, I'm just going to react to an MSA video because why not? And if you found this, you're probably mentally ill. So I'll let that resonate with you for a second. Right this second. So, okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna react to an MSA video because I don't know. I think I'm pretty funny. You know? You know? Please don't like and subscribe. I want to make it clear so that way YouTube doesn't be like, oh, you're taking this video. This is not my video. This is from the YouTube channel MSA, My Story Animated, and I'm not taking it. I swear to Jesus. Any gays, let's get on with that. I'm gonna go.
Hi. For a limited time, get up to 60% off our page through the story. Please like and subscribe. Growing up, I thought my mom was the coolest. Dad was always traveling for work, and we'd never gotten close. But I loved being with Mom because she was so unpredictable and fun. She didn't fuss over balanced meals or strict routines. And
wait, chat, why her mom a baddie? Low key? Low key? Hold up. Let me just...
bedtime was always flexible, depending on how far our living room fort was coming along, or if we hadn't finished our movie. She was all about letting me explore and being creative without caring about a messy house or dirty clothes. It's like she crafted her parenting style from a child's wish list, and it was awesome.
A child needs some discipline. We don't want people thinking she's being...
Why her dad sound like that? He sounds like those cringy TikTok, like the cringy TikTok audios that are like, what are you doing in my part of the forest? You can't run from me, prey. Like shit like that. Why does he sound like that?
being raised by wolves.
I don't think a lot about what other people are thinking, and a child needs to enjoy their childhood. You only get it once. But nothing topped the birthday party she threw me when I turned 10. She turned our backyard into a carnival with swings, food stalls, bouncy castles, and a petting zoo. The whole neighborhood was invited, and everyone was having a blast, till things turned a bit chaotic. We suddenly had goats headbutting kids, llamas chasing neighbors down the street, and alpacas uprooting everyone's lawn.
Low-key? Low-key, that sounds awesome. The frick? I don't know why you're upset. That sounds awesome. I hate my neighbors. I hope their lawns get eaten by alpacas. What?
And to make things 10 times worse, Dad turned up early to find the house looking like a tornado had swept through. It didn't help that we also got a massive fine from the city council for unauthorized livestock. Dad was beyond furious, and after a huge fight, he told Mom he'd had enough and wanted a divorce. He moved.
I don't know why you're crying. Your dad sounds like a bitch. The fuck? Why are you crying about your dad leaving? You barely even know his name. Like, he doesn't care about you, so why should you care about him? What? And your mom's a baddie. She shouldn't be with someone that ugly. Like, what?
Out the next day, and soon after the divorce was finalized, we found out he got remarried. Mom didn't take all these changes well and got really depressed. Dad sent some money for child support, but it wasn't much, and we suddenly found ourselves going from fairly well off to, well, kinda poor. It used to be so much more fun to share lunch with you when you had takeout pizza or pasta. Your homemade meals are off.
Oh, who is that blue-eyed bitch? What are you talking about? You just got school lunch, honey. You have school lunch. Her homemade lunch is probably better than that shit. I know it is. Because my school lunch is... No, honey. You're not cute pulling that. Oh, when you were rich, you were like so much cooler with your school lunch looking ass. And that bob is not cute. That bob is not cute. That bob is not eating. Trust me, from someone who used to have a bob, it's not eating.
Full. I know. How can you eat? this every day. If you can make your mom happy by letting her think her food is good, it's easy to eat her awful lunches. In more ways than one, I found myself being the adult around the house while mom was in her downward spiral. She was a high school dropout, so she wasn't qualified for many jobs. And if she got any, she never lasted too long. Mom, I understand the customer was being rude to you, but you shouldn't have hit him in the eye with fried chicken.
What are you talking about? If a customer is being rude to you, girly pop be rude back. Sorry, that's probably really bad advice. You're gonna get fired if you do that.
He deserved it. Otherwise, you know I'm not a violent person. You got fired from the shoe store last month because you had an argument with the manager and threw a stiletto at him. As mom drifted in and out of jobs and moods, I was taking care of things around the house and even managing the finances. By 8th grade, I'd started doing small jobs for the neighbors to earn some extra cash. But when I was in the 9th grade, mom got a job as a singing telegram. Yep, she got paid to dress up in the wackiest costumes, from a tap dancing banana to a rapping dinosaur, and deliver messages in song. Happy birthday, dear Max. It's time to wear your party hat, even though you're getting older. At least you're not as old as that. Betty, you give me diabetes, 'cause you're so sweet. Say yes to marry me, and I'll kiss your feet. They weren't always happy messages, though. Don't worry, Mike, you're not about to die, but you are getting fired, so pack your things and say bye. For the first time, mom seemed to be doing something she enjoyed.
Loki, I would love that job. What? Going around ruining people's lives through song? I think I just found my true calling. Any gaze.
And I was happy for her. One evening, she was going to a fast food restaurant to deliver a birthday message, and she asked me to come along so we could eat there later. I watched in amusement as she sang and danced, but just then, I heard loud laughter at the table behind me. It was a bunch of popular girls from my class with their queen.
Who is that, bro? Why is she so pale? Does she not get out? Does Girly Pop not go out in the sun? Does she need some vitamin D? Like, what is this blue-orbed, vampire-looking ass baddie doing here? Like, you're not cute. And bitch's name is Mila? Her parents must hate her. Ugh. And pearl earrings with the gold jewelry. It's not cute. It's not cute.
Queen Bee, Mila, and they were laughing at mom. Gosh, how pathetic would you have to be to take up a job that has you acting like an idiot in public?
Bitch, you don't even have a job. I don't know what you're complaining for. Like, you're just mad that she's making money and you're not. You got daddy's money. And you're not even using it properly wearing those earrings with that necklace.
It made me really angry, but I couldn't help feeling embarrassed too. I didn't want to be seen by them with mom. I slid under the table, crawled towards the fire exit, and escaped. I waited in the car till mom came, saying she'd been looking for me everywhere. But I just pretended I wasn't feeling well and wanted to go home. And when career day came around and everyone was asked to bring in their parents, I made sure mom just never got the notice for it. So imagine my shock when mom walked into the classroom dressed up as a giant cupcake. And when she introduced herself as my mom, I wished a sinkhole would open up.
Not Chad, if my mom dressed up as a cupcake and come to my school, the fuck, I'd be so happy. I'd be like, oh my god, mom, you're branching out. You're not so stuck up. Oh my gosh. Like, what? No, I'd be getting all the bitches. The fuck?
How come you didn't tell me about career day? I found the notice under your bed while cleaning. I forgot. You looked uncomfortable with me being there. Well, you know what kids are like, Mom. They can be mean. If you were planning to come, you could have said you'd do something else. Why? I know some moms who came are lawyers and doctors, and their jobs are really important to them. But I also like mine, and it pays the bills. That's all a job is supposed to do. I don't define my worth by it. I was almost annoyed with Mom for choosing this moment to sound so wise and mature. Why couldn't she understand that high school kids were...
Wait, didn't you say you were in 8th grade? Why is it saying high school? Is this in like a different country or some shit? I don't think so. Or is it one of those... When was 8th grade ever high school? 8th grade has never been high school. Never mind.
Judgmental and wouldn't let me live it down, which of course they didn't. Wow, you got the lowest grade in the math test. If you keep up like this, you'll end up failing high school and become a singing telegram too. You're signing up for dance club? Danielle, if you dance anything like your mom, don't even bother. One day, I was walking into class when I tripped on a school bag and face planted to the floor. Oh, wow, girl, you're just as embarrassing as your mom. I'd had it.
What is it with all these, like, 2019 mom jokes? Like, your mom. You're probably just saying that because your mom doesn't love you enough to actually care about you. And you're white, right? I mean, judging from how pale your skin is, you are white. So I bet your mom doesn't even take, like, first day school pictures for you. Like, I'm getting mad. What the frick?
I was about to pounce on her when the door suddenly opened and the teacher walked in with the most gorgeous boy I'd ever laid eyes on. He introduced.
It's the blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy. His beautiful, sandy blonde hair pranced in the wind as I stared into his bright blue orbs. I was mesmerized.
Introduced himself as Antonio, and
Antonio! That is not a white boy name. What are they doing?
everybody swooned over the mysterious exchange student. Antonio, you can sit here. She pushed her minion right out of the chair next to her, then smiled at him.
Chad, why'd she push that baddie out of the chair? The frick, the baddie looks better than her. I can't even with this.
Innocently, but to my shock, the teacher insisted Antonio sit with me. As he walked over, he ran his fingers through his blonde hair.
What is this YN fanfiction shit? I swear I've read this before.
His bright blue eyes mesmerized me as he gave.
I called his bright blue orbs mesmerized me. I was caught in a trance. You're caught in a trance.
Gave me a smile. Oh, was I kidding? He'd never be interested in me. So I just got on with the day and watched the really pretty girls fall over themselves to talk to him, which was so embarrassing. Hey, Antonio, please zip up my lab coat. Oh, silly me. It has no zip. Can I touch your hair? Just for 1 second. It's for science. To my surprise, Antonio walked past all the other girls at lunch and asked if he could sit with me. And he actually seemed interested in talking to me.
Back home, I don't have any friends.
Really? You look like the sort who would have loads.
It's hard to trust people. It seems like most of them want to be friends for all the wrong reasons. Even here, I don't know how many of these people actually care to know the real me. You seem different, though.
Oh, I blushed and got so nervous that I spilled my milkshake all over myself.
Chat, what the
I'm not like other girls. Because I actually care about a guy's personality over his looks.
How about I sucker punch you in the throat? How about that? How about I bitch slap you the next week? How about that? Wait. Oh, damn it. That's on his pointer finger, not on his middle finger. Oops, thought he was arrow ace. Anyways.
Rather than laughing, he coolly handed me a napkin. When our hands touched, we both pulled away nervously. So,
I'm gonna kill myself.
When our hands touched, we both pulled away nervously.
Oh. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. You just met this guy. Also, why do your hands look like that? Low-key. But that outfit is eating.
tell me about the real you. He talked about how much he missed his country and his family.
We're really close, so it's hard to be away. How about your family?
Oh, Oh, well, it's just me and my mom. We're pretty close.
What does your mom do?
She's a singer.
Oh, really? What kind of singer?
Come on, think fast. A jazz singer. Really sophisticated and cool, you know? Antonio was super amazed by that. But then I suddenly realized he would discover the truth soon enough. So I lied to Mom. I've joined a club before and after school, and the timings won't suit you, so no need to drive me over and pick me up. I'll take the bus. I had to go to a cafe to kill time, before and after school, but it was worth it. Antonio and I were getting closer.
Want me to come around tonight to study? Where I'm staying, I don't get much privacy.
My mom
Does he have eyeshadow on? We go back.
getting closer.
Want me to...
He has eyeshadow on. And he still looks like a vampire. Did you put foundation on? Or are you just like going for the goth look? You know, I'm just like making fun of these people. They're not real people. They're fictional characters. They're OCs. And I'm just making fun of them right now. My depression has brought me to this. Anyways,
Come around tonight to study? Where I'm staying, I don't get much privacy.
My mom's rehearsal.
what do you mean you don't get much privacy? What do you mean? Do you not have a room? Like, do you not have like a room that you can like close the door? Like, what's going on here, buddy?
Rehearsing with her cool and sophisticated jazz band. What about the library? We hit the books in the library one afternoon, or something.
Hit the books? Did you just say,
We hit the books at the library.
hit the books? I'm not even gonna say anything. You know what?
Weird happened. These two men in suits sat right near us and kept glancing at Antonio. They were both reading, but one of them had his book upside down. I don't want to worry you, but those men keep looking at you.
Are you sure? Maybe they're looking at you because, you know, you're so pretty. It's still creepy.
Chat, that riz is not holding up. Mm-mm. No.
Those guys are looking at you.
Maybe they're just looking at you because you're so pretty.
Oh, in that case,
I'm gonna go test gravity. What?
Creepy, of course. We can get out of here and go to the mall. I have to buy a few things.
It wasn't a few things. Antonio was spending an obscene amount of money.
What? These are presents for my family. I get an allowance, you know?
Suddenly, this guy appeared out of nowhere, took Antonio's wallet, and bolted like a cheetah. But just then, the same two men from the library popped up, chased the thief down, and tackled him to the ground. Those are the men from the library. They're after us. Run, Antonio, run!
It's okay. I know them. I will explain everything.
Antonio took me to the exchange house where he was staying, which turned out to be a freaking mansion with staff who bowed to him.
I must confess something. In my country, I'm a prince. My parents are king and queen, and those men are my bodyguards.
Yeah, and I'm the Empress of Egypt, Cleopatra. Nice to meet you.
It's true. I'm really not making this up.
It really felt like he wasn't joking around, and my mouth dropped open in shock.
I'm sorry. I lied. I just wanted to experience life without the royal spotlight.
I just want to experience life without the royal spotlight for a bit. What are you? The Prince of Vampires? Like, you're not fooling anyone. Also, why do you have rings on your finger and your thumb? Like your pointer finger and your thumb. Why just those fingers too?
spotlight for a bit. I was gonna tell you the truth eventually, but I was enjoying my time with you so much, just being a regular guy. I didn't want to ruin it because, well, I kinda like you.
Wow! A prince has feelings for me! I kinda like you too. Antonio smiled brightly. It was like a fairy tale.
Now that you know the truth, my parents are coming for a visit tomorrow and we're having a banquet. I'd love for you to come, you and your mom.
I couldn't invite Mom, not after the lies I told about her. She went on a world tour today. She's in Japan right now.
Oh, that's a shame. I really wanted to meet her.
The next night, as I got ready for Antonio's party, Mom peeked into my room. Hey, honey, I have to work tonight. Are you going out? Yes. I'm hanging out with some friends. I'm happy to hear that. But lately, I feel like we hardly spend any time together. Any chance you want to tag along to work? We can do something fun afterwards. Told you already, Mom. Hanging out with friends. Mom looked a bit sad as she nodded and left, and I felt kind of bad. But my mind soon shifted back to Antonio's party. I wanted to look my absolute best for it. The party was amazing, and everyone there looked super glamorous. Antonio introduced me to his parents, who were both lovely. Everything was going well when suddenly Antonio grabbed my hand.
I have a surprise for you.
The lights darkened and the stage lights lit up. Then, to my absolute horror, Mom walked on stage dressed as a queen with a fake crown and velvet robes. I closed my eyes as tightly as I could, hoping I could teleport to another planet. But, spoiler alert, it didn't work.
I found the cutest way to send a message. It's called a singing telegram. Ever heard of it? This message is for you.
Then, my mother started to sing an opera about love. Everyone cheered her on, but I wasn't even listening. I was hoping she couldn't even see me from the stage. But then, she got off and started walking into the crowd towards me. As she got closer, her voice cracked and she stopped singing mid-sentence. Danielle?
You know her?
I guess, a little, yeah. She's my mom.
I thought your mom was a jazz singer in Japan on a world tour.
I looked at Mom as realization of what was happening dawned on her face. I'd never seen her look so sad and disappointed. Then,
Damn, bro, you messed up bad. You messed up bad. Ooh, and actually, he can't even be mad. Antonio, or whatever the fuck his name was, he can't even be mad because he lied about being a prince. Like, sweetheart, you can't get mad at her for that. Especially since she's such a baddie. Like, ooh.
Then she just turned and ran out. I'm sorry, I have to go. I ran after her as fast as I could, but she'd already left, so I took a cab home. When I got there, she had already changed out of costume. Mom, I'm sorry. You are that embarrassed of me that you pretended I was in another country? I know, it was awful, and That was my last job as a singing telegram. It's over. Mom, you don't have to save it, Danielle. You got what you wanted. A normal mom. I'll never embarrass you again. She wasn't the only one angry at me. Antonio was ignoring me in school the next few days too. And eventually, I had to climb the rope right behind him in gym class to get him to talk to me.
What are you doing?
I just wanted to apologize about that little mix-up.
Little mix-up? You lied to me.
Hello, Mr. I'm a secret prince?
Lying about that is different. And I told you the truth eventually. I liked you because I thought you were genuine, unlike the others, but I was clearly wrong.
His words hit me so hard that I fell off the rope. Ouch. I know I shouldn't have cared what people thought of my mom. A part of me just wanted to have a stable parent with a normal job. But what was so bad about the one who didn't? Growing up, I'd loved that she wasn't like other parents. Mom had just picked up a waitressing job at her friend's cafe, and I decided to dress up and apologize to her publicly as a singing telegram. But when I got there, I found her in a cat fight with her friend. Why won't you believe me? Why would I lie about my daughter dating a prince? If he's a prince, he could literally date anyone. Why Danielle? You're saying my daughter isn't good enough for a prince? What's wrong with my Danielle? She's pretty and smart and the picture of grace. I couldn't help smiling. She really was one of a kind. Mom, I've been a jerk. We both know it's true. I'm really sorry that I made you feel blue. You deserve the best day and night. Please quit this job. Let's make it right. As Mom and I went smiling outside, I pulled her into a hug. You always let me do whatever I wanted. I'm sorry I wasn't as supportive. I know I haven't been the ideal parent at times. You're the parent I want. Let's go eat something, shall we? Any chance your prince boyfriend would join us? He's not my boyfriend. You aren't supposed to go around announcing he's a prince. I don't think anyone believed me anyway. Yeah, that's true. And I guess we'll have to see if he'll give me another chance. Either way, tonight I'd rather
It's the low-key bars. Low-key bars. Gonna make that my new ringtone.
Just hang out with you, Mom. It's been a while.
Oh, that's it? Wait, that was actually kind of heartwarming, low-key. Okay. Yeah, that was great. I'm gonna go kill myself now. Have a great night! I'm actually gonna kill myself. Don't quote me on that, please.